They say never judge a book by its cover. Well, what we have today is very similar use case scenario. A car that you can't judge by how it looks or how tiny or micro it looks. Say hello to the MG Comet. Well, Comet is a solar system body which is tiny in size, but the impact that it makes is huge. Similarly, I feel personally that this micro EV would or should consider to be a revolution in the Indian market. I think it's very brave of MG to launch such a car because, well, all other manufacturers would shy away from this segment, which we know that Nano, like Tata Nano, tried to achieve and create. We had the Mahindra Reva, but none of them really succeeded to that numbers that we were expecting, because India is a very conscious market. They think that if the car is not big enough, well, it's not good enough. Well, this beauty cute little car over here proves all of us wrong, because I've been driving it throughout the day today, and we are parked inside the serene Sundar nursery, which was again a great location to shoot, because such cars would suit it the best, because this is an EV, an electric vehicle, safe for the environment. It's not polluting the beautiful location we are in, and I think the design, this funky color, is really suiting where we are. Up front, let's talk about the design. Now, this is not just a micro EV, it also has a lot of safety and tech features which really interest me a lot. And not just inside, on the outside also, right here you see the smart key that they have is very much similar to a tile tracker, or for people who don't know what tile tracker is, like an Apple AirTag tracker. As soon as you unlock the car, you can see the connected DRL LED lights over here. The MG logo also lights up, and this logo is also where you charge the car from. So the charging port is up front. Wherever you park, you can put your car on charging right in the front. There are DRLs running across the car. These are headlamps. There's fog lights, all white LEDs. Really beautiful. Well, you also get this tiny bonnet over here which opens up to give you access to water fluid which you want for your wiper. Also, you can change your auxiliary battery for the headlights and everything. So this tiny little compartment here opens up as a bonnet. It's not a frunk. You can't save anything in it. You can't put anything in there. There's no space. But overall, very cute little car here. And you can see the windscreen comparatively is huge. The height is really tall, and in comparison to even Tata Nano, this car has smaller dimensions, but it has a lot of space inside because of the space management, and also because this is an EV. You don't have the central tunnel, you don't have transmission, you don't have this engine, so a lot of space has been created on the inside. We made people up to 6'3" sit inside the car on the rear seat, and that also was very comfortable for him. So what we're going to do is now move to the side and talk about the side design of this car. So talking about the side design, you can see the wheels look small because they're 12-inch wheels, which usually are very small for a car, but it does look nice and futuristic and aerodynamic. Though they are not alloy wheels, these are plastic covers on the wheel as a wheel cap, but they have been given that EV-ish aerodynamic looks which look really nice. The A pillar has again a lot of viewability because there's a glass here. Then you can see the window pane is also huge in this one. For the front is passenger, and also it's the day and time of vertical. We are seeing content in vertical, so MG has gone with a vertical window here and a vertical door handle. So to unlock, there's a button. You press the button if the key is with you, so remote key access. You unlock it, and the door is huge because it's two-door, but it's a four-seater, so it lets you give you that space where you can walk in easily to the rear row also. So huge door, and accordingly huge window pane. Then moving on further up, you see the electric badging here. Very well done, because the E is like the electric socket with blue color and the electric logo. Again, talking about the height, it's like almost 5'10" height, but a 6 feet person can easily sit inside. So now what we're going to do is now move towards the rear and talk about the rear design of the MG Comet. So on the rear also you get connected LED lamps throughout the car, so that's really nice. So the front and the rear are very similar when it comes to the lighting. Nice. The front headlight and the tail lamp also have similar design. Obviously this has gone red because it's a tail lamp. But talking about the badging, MG really splurges on badges, something that I really don't appreciate. Like if you look at Gloucester, there's so much of badging. They have gone a bit controlled this time. So you get MG, obviously the brand, the Comet badging, internet inside. I think they can get rid of it, but then they want this to be like their speciality, because every MG car is anyways connected, smart, and they have internet inside. So I don't know why they have to have the badging every time. But also you get this EV badging, very important. You get your camera here, and right next to the camera is the boot open button, which you can click and open the boot. You also get the defogger, which is very different because it's not like the whole glass, but also just 3 rows of the top glass. Then you get brake light over here also. So brake light here, brake light here, brake light here, and then these reflectors, rear parking sensors. And I think overall it's like flat out design, which you expect because this is a really small micro car. But when you open the boot space is actually limited to what they've given. So you get your charging cable, you get your tire puncture repair kit, and your first aid kit. That means this car doesn't come with a spare wheel. So God forbid, if you have a situation where your car tire goes flat, you can repair it yourself. There is an inflator. You can call your MG helpline or the smart MG care with your app or the MG interface inside. But if you need more boot space, you can create plenty of it by just pulling this ribbon, and it's up to you. You want both the seats to be laid out to create more space, or you can have like a 60-40 split ratio. We have 3 passenger sitting but still create a lot of space, which is good, right? So you can create a lot of space if you want. So that's all about the design and the exterior of the MG Comet. Let's go inside and see what's so good about it, and let's dive it after that. So once you sit inside, you're welcomed by MG, and you get welcomed by 2 10-inch screen. I can lower down the AC, and this is beeping because we're shooting, the door is open. First thing you'll notice is a lot of buttons but no start stop button. So how do you start this car? Well, it's a smart car. You get inside with the key, press the brake pedal twice, the car says ready, and you know that it's ready to drive. You put it in drive mode, which is like right here. These are the gear levers, right, reverse, neutral, drive, and there's one more which is for charging. So when you're putting it for charging, you switch to the charging mode and put it on charging. But for now, I'm just going to talk about put it in neutral and talk about how easy and how nice and breezy this interior is. So whites and grays, serene, clean, and pristine. I really like it, especially this 2-spoke steering wheel, which has iPod-like controls. If you remember the iPod wheels, it's right here. It gives you access to all of your things on the left screen. This one has volume and your mic button. But I really like the color theme running throughout the car. The white LED lights on the interior matching with the silvers and the white and the grays. Then again, you also see the keys is very similar to the white, silver and gray. So that matching theme continues. Clever things about the MG's interior is that you can get it from any side because there's no tunnel, no transmission, nothing. So you can come in from this side and sit. It's not like limited to getting in from here. You also get this lot of space over here to keep stuff. You have cup holders right here. So if you want to keep your drink cold, like really nicely place it here on both the sides. So maybe also a perfume, why not? So you can keep your MG accessories over here like perfume. The AC vents are really nice, again chrome elements on the sides. This right here is the white section where you see airbags. So this car is also safe. It has ABS, EBD and all those safety features you expect from a normal big car, but this is a smart car and also has a lot of smart nifty features, like, you know, you're going for shopping, you don't want your shopping bags running across the car because it's a flat surface, so you can hang them right here. Then right next to them you get 2 USB ports, and also you have 2 buttons over here. One is for opening the bonnet and the other one is to stop the car and put it on charging. The other thing that you see over here is the AC control. So this is the AC temperature control, the AC blower control and the defogger control right here. Next to it is a button that says E/S. Now that is for the mode. E is economy, sports is S, but if you cycle through that, so you get eco, normal and sport. So you see that red, green and blue 3 modes, and you see how much consumption it's taking, and the range differs in each mode. So talking about the range, you get company claims that you will get around 230 kilometers in one single charge, and the cost of ownership and daily driving would be 500 rupees or 530 rupees per 1000 kilometers. So one pizza will give you 1000 kilometers. So if your office is like 50 kilometers away from your home, every day if you do 100 kilometers up and down, this will go for 10 days on one single charge. So I think micro-mobility is the thing now we all were waiting for, because the fuel costs are soaring high. So again, these white elements continue on the door also. You see tweeters, speakers, and that space to keep your stuff. Again, a lot of space to keep your bottles and stuff, and it's rubberized from inside. So if you put something that is supposed to slip, won't slip because it's rubberized. Well done. And you also get your vanity mirrors on both sides, but there's no light, but you get vanity mirrors. I like that it's white light. The IRVM is not electronically controlled, it's manual, but really nice. What I really love is the attention to detail. Like, you know, you give dipper, you can see that car is giving you dipper inside the animated car. You see brake lights. All of that has been really very well done. And you know, the display is nice, it's crisp, there's so much of connected option. You get Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, all wirelessly done, and these widgets are big enough, you can see them very clearly. You see your battery range, you see your AC control and all that stuff, really upfront and clear. These are like widgets, you can move around and add more widgets. So touchscreen, again, well done MG, you have really upped the game, and you know, the competition can take a lot of from your book and learn about how to give that interface and also that big displays. So if you were wondering where are the power windows control, well, they're in the center right next to the gear lever. So here are the power windows control. Talking about the seating comfort, I think it's very comfortable with good headroom. Thigh room, I suppose it could have been better, but again, micro car, you have to cut down on things, but a lot of space for me, even if I've adjusted the seat according to my comfort. And we also made somebody 6 feet to sit back in the rear, and it was comfortable for him also. So we're not going to do that test again, but it's comfortable, it's good, very airy. And thank you MG not including a sunroof, because a lot of people would try to get out of this sunroof also and maybe put their kids stand here and coming out of the sunroof, which is not advisable again. So it's not a mess actually, it's a fun car to drive, zippy car to drive. Now let's get to the driving section, because we've driven it around the city 100 kilometers plus, still have a range of around 100 kilometers. So let's start driving now. So when you see it's ready to drive, and as the attention to detail I was talking about, you can see this. And when you give dipper or indicator, you see that all on the screen, very well done. The brake pedal shows you the brake. So we can start driving now, and we just need to put it in drive mode. It's on N right now. Let's put it on drive. You can see drive here, and let's get driving. So driving around the city is a breeze. You know, we have driven it from Gurgaon to Sundar Nursery, and it could zip past through everything. And we had like Gloucesters and Hectors as our lead cars, but it was easy to pass through them. You know, it's not about how powerful your car is, but how maneuverable it is, because the city like Delhi, where you have a lot of traffic, parking problems, this solves a lot of purpose right here. So again, interesting driving capabilities of this car. I think what I would suggest everyone to do is not judge it by the looks of it. Please go ahead and experience this car, because unless and until you do that, you would never know the capabilities of the car and the kind of space it has inside and the kind of interior it has. But for now, I'm going to ask you to guess the price of this car, because by the time it's out, maybe we'll know the price, but I am expecting it to be somewhere around 7 to 10 lakhs, depending on the variants and the options, the customization option. But a starting price of 7 lakhs, maybe MG would surprise us, but for now, the guess is 7 lakh rupees and maybe up to 10 lakh rupees, depending on the variant and all. I think it'll come in 3 variants, but for now, this is not a foolproof information, but I'm guessing it's coming in 3 variants. Battery range capacity would stay the same. We haven't been told the exact battery figures and the warranty about the battery yet, but it will be as standard what you get in other EVs. So we can expect 5 to 8 years of warranty and then buyback schemes, because that's what worries when you're buying an EV. You're always worried about what will happen to my car after 6 years. Will it be of the same value? How will the value degrade? What will be the battery life? So all of that will be taken care by MG, and they'll have great schemes and offers on up for you. So that's all for today of this MG Comet first drive. We'll be testing this car thoroughly in the city, driving it as a daily commuter to work and everything, and then we'll be actually able to judge, and then also we'll have the pricing in hand to better position it as a product in terms of the competition. But for now, that's all. Thanks for watching the Unbiased Blog, and for more such videos, do not forget to subscribe, like and share this video. Please do share your comments. What do you think of the MG Comet?